Hello everybody, welcome to Mads in Crypto. Today we are talking about Theta, a very promising looking coin, and we have a lot of bullish signs on the way, so stay tuned. Before we get into this video, I have to let you guys know that I am not a financial advisor of any kind, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. First, we're going to talk about some fundamentals of Theta, just basically what it is, and then we're going to go over some TA, including both Theta and Bitcoin, because we need Bitcoin if we're going to try and predict the altcoin market. So let's go look at this. So this is what Theta is. Theta is basically a video delivery network. So they want to kind of add a layer in our platforms like YouTube and Twitch and make it so they can more efficiently deliver us higher quality video like 4K, 8K. You guys probably know there are technologies out there that are able to capture 4K, 8K and above. But we are bottlenecked by our platforms and we are not able to stream these kind of things without like long buffering times and just madness. So basically Theta just wants to build a layer in between and hopefully is eventually going to partner with these platforms to help them deliver better quality video on a decentralized network. So very promising stuff. Right, so taking a quick glance at our Theta charts, we're actually going to go to the weekly just to get a more macro look at our charts. And as you guys can see very clearly, I have it already marked out. We have a head and shoulders pattern that you can see from the weekly chart. So it's very, very, very large. And coming down to a 4-hour chart, which is one of my favorite charts to look at, we have a flagpole very apparent here. And we are on the verge of a breakout. We are also in a golden Fibonacci pocket at the 1.618. And we are about to bust out of here. So to determine where we're going to go from here, we have to take a look at the Bitcoin chart. So let's go take a look at that. Here we are at our Bitcoin chart. As you guys can see, we are currently in this wedge here. And we have just broken out. If you guys have been following up with my other videos, you would know that we have predicted basically everything. I am a pretty early channel, pretty new, so I've only started making videos since this wedge. But since this wedge, we have predicted basically every move up and down. We predicted this range way back here, predicted this breakout here, this drop, this breakout here, and now we're on this drop here. So here we are, we're about to break up. We're going to hit this resistance. I think most likely we're going to break down, but our RSI is kind of telling us otherwise. It is telling us that we have already broken out actually. So if you guys look at the RSI up here, it is obviously this trend line that we have broken out of, and we found support and we have broken upwards. Now we are kind of a little bit overvalued, not really, but we are looking for the downside as we're already finding resistance here at our resistance zone, so to speak, and we are coming back down hopefully to retest on the bottom. And when we retest on the bottom, it should bring us right around this area where we're on top of our support, as well as on top of our trend line, as well as on top of hopefully our 200 EMA, sorry. So yeah, we are looking for, we look like we have heavy support incoming. And we are ready to break up. Hopefully on this run, when we do break up from here, we're hopefully going to break this resistance. Finally breaking out and finding some new support. That would be lovely. And when this does happen, we're obviously going to break down. So on the Theta chart, this is how it is going to be reflected. So the Theta chart, you guys can see we have already broken out of this flag right here. This isn't a big deal. We came right back. So what's going to happen if Bitcoin goes back down to retest? Well, we're going to go down a little bit to retest. This is where my stop loss is going to be. I'm going to have my stop loss right around here at $7.12. That is about where I'm going to have my stop loss because I am buying in right here. An alternative that could happen is if we break down, we might not break down right away. So we could see a little bit of gains. We could see a small breakout. And then by the time we get to our retracement, we'll see us come back down here and retest where then we can take off. That is what I'm seeing in this chart, guys. If we don't break back down on the Bitcoin chart and we just skyrocket up, because that is very well a possibility. If we take a look at this chart again, like I said, the RSI has already broken out of here and we could very well just continue to go up. That is also an option. So we could see something like that. If this does happen, going back to a theta chart, we could just see quickly, just a quick breakout to the upside, and we will most likely see some resistance within this zone here. This is our 618 from our last big bull run, not this one, but our larger one here, all the way up at around 16 cents. So yeah, that's where I'm expecting to see a little bit of resistance. For the mid to long term, I am seeing this zone that is circled up here from $11.80 to $11.28. That is kind of the zone that I'm expecting. And in the longer term, of course, we're going to eventually get up here and we're going to see some kind of resistance, probably quite large. But eventually I can see us working back up. Sorry, this is very crudely drawn. But I could definitely see us from 13.61 all the way to 13.5 cents. So kind of in this zone is where I'm expecting us to get eventually, but I am definitely taking my profits on this next long, right where this circle is right here, $11.80 to $11.28. And a very last tidbit of information here is on our RSI. You can see we've been following this trend for quite some time. It's been very highly respected, and we are currently at the bottom of it with our higher lows, lower highs, but we are at the bottom of our higher lows, so we are ready for that support, and that is another reason to believe that we're about to break out here. So guys, that is basically all I have for you today. Very quick breakdown. If you guys want to see more content like this, let me know in the comments. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell, whatnot. You know what I'm talking about. You've heard it. Yeah, see you in the next one.